What's your soul saying? Oh.
Welcome to my channel, Aligning with My Soul. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and thank you to all of you for commenting and sharing how you've been feeling and supporting me and just sharing your love. So thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me that you've taken the time to do that. If you've visited this channel frequently, you may want to skip it to the actual reading that I do. But if you are new, the purpose of this channel is for me to share my love and support and the knowledge and understanding of what I've learned so far on my journey, because I was triggered by my twin flame. I'm currently on my spiritual journey, aligning with my soul. I want to be able to be connected with people like you that are in the same or similar situation, because you can feel really lonely, and it's very challenging and painful at times when you're on your spiritual journey. So it's about me comforting other people and comforting myself as well, and sharing my highs and lows and what I'm experiencing, just being real and just being myself. So I do masculine oracle card readings because I'm drawn to do that, because I know that it's usually the feminine that does need the guidance and the support, and it's usually the feminine who wants to know what's going on with the divine masculines, and it's for people that are in some kind of challenge or separation with their twin flame, and I like to say preparation instead of separation, because you are one soul, so you're never separated, just not with the physical person. So I hope that helps you in some way. I know that it can be really painful because you do want to be with a physical person, but just remember you're one soul and you are together. You're never separate. I do timeless readings as well, so it doesn't really matter when you click on the video. If there is a message for you and it resonates, it doesn't matter when you get the message. And again, if you click on my videos any time and none of it you don't have any understanding and none of it resonates, please don't try and fit it into your circumstances or your situation, because otherwise you're just going to confuse yourself. So just click back off the video. I do use the labels of divine feminine, divine masculine, but that's how I channel, so please don't be offended if I'm saying him, her, he, she, feminine, masculine. I realise it's just energy and I'm just using those labels because it's easier for you to understand and for me to say. So I'm going to start shuffling the cards. I'm going to use a card from each one of my decks today. So I hope you guys are all well and you're coping with whatever situation you're in, because things are really intense with the energy at the moment. We've just gone through, we're just at the beginning of a new moon at the moment, a new super moon, so things have been intense and there's so much going on for everybody at the moment, where things are, you know, old patterns and releasing how, you know, certain things the way we used to think, and just healing lots of wounds. So things are intense and very uncomfortable for everybody at the moment, so I hope you're coping. But it's all good, it's all positive, because it's stuff that needs to be dealt with. So I am really interested to see where the divine masculine's at and how they're coping. But there's always progression all the time, even when we're experiencing uncomfortable times. It means you're growing and releasing stuff that doesn't serve you, toxic stuff that's within you that needs to be released, so you can experience this new beginning. The new beginning has already started because of this experience the divine masculine's having, and you yourself. So it has already started and your new adventure has started. It's just you're doing all the inner work and dealing with stuff that's got to be dealt with that isn't serving you anymore. So let's see how the divine masculines are, what energy they've been in and what they're in, what they're currently experiencing today, and how God and God's angels are helping protect and guide the divine masculine at the moment during this intense time. The energy is as well, we're changing, and our perception of things, and being more open-minded and releasing the old ways of how we think So it's all about perception and allowing for the magical miracles to come into our life, allowing and knowing our worth, and knowing that that is, we are, you know, we can experience all of the wonderful things that we're desiring. So it's just about looking at things differently. So it's changing perception, our perception of things, our perception of our divine masculine, and your divine masculine is experiencing the same, and are looking at things differently. Let's see what's going to come out the first card for divine masculines today. See only love. Yeah. When we see things from the eyes of love, everything seems so differently. Instead of us thinking negatively and thinking, oh, how's this going to work? How's this, you know, just us trying to control things. So the divine masculine has been guided to, he's in the energy at the moment where he's been guided and helped and protected to see things only from the eyes of love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes and misunderstanding, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So when you change your perception, like I've said before, even pick the card, and you see things through the eyes of love, things seem so differently, and your divine masculine is being guided to look at himself differently, look at himself through the eyes of love, and other people that are around him, and this situation and the relationship with you, that things are possible, and the errors and the mistakes and things that have happened, it doesn't matter anymore. Things can be different when you look when you look at things through the eyes of love, and when you're more open-minded, and you push through the obstacles and challenges that you think that are there, the illusions, things appear differently and more hopeful. So your divine masculine is seeing things more through the eyes of love. And I'm going to see what the guidebook says as well, the additional message. So that's really positive, this card. When you see things from the eyes of love, everything changes, as you know yourself. Okay, the angels gave you this card as a reminder to see yourself, others and every situation through their eyes. When you focus on love, anything that's unloving falls away. It's like turning on a light to diminish the previous darkness. Call upon the angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving vantage point. So it's about looking through people, looking through and having more compassion, forgiveness for people, patience, and just looking at things differently, understanding why somebody's behaved in a certain way, understanding why your divine masculine is understanding of why this is happening, why he's experiencing this, why you may have behaved in a certain way, understanding the whole situation and putting love into it. His heart chakra is opening more and more every day, and he does have, his heart is filled up with love with you, and he's seeing the results, and God is putting things in place for him to actually see only love. And it makes you in such a better energy, such much more better feeling when you're looking and you're feeling love. Even if there's somebody that's really hurt you, or you really can't understand why they've behaved in a certain way, if you can find it within you to have compassion and have the understanding of that person and what they've been through and why they're behaving in a certain way, it makes you feel better as well. And you're releasing that toxic negativity of feeling hate or anger, frustration, So your Divine Masculine is seeing things more through the eyes of love, and just looking at things differently, instead of just thinking, oh, how's this going to work, and why, beating himself up about how he's behaved in the past, about the mistakes he's made. He's trying to give himself and look at himself with love as well, and allowing himself to feel that love, and knowing that he's good enough to feel this love that he has for you, and for him to accept that who he is, and that he is good enough. So this is all about love, so this is really positive. I'm going to get the Archangel Oracle cards now, to get one card from there, but he's seeing things through the eyes of love, which is massive progress. He's connected to his feelings, his sensitive, he's been sensitive, and that is a good energy to be in, because you'll get the guidance and the wisdom that you're wanting as well when you're feeling in that energy, when you're in that flowing energy of feeling more peaceful. What else is going to come out for the Divine Masculines today? And the amazing thing is how I said about everybody's experiencing, about looking at things differently and having, a different perception of things and changing the way we look at things, and that's what's come out, so that's amazing. Let's see. Comfort. And it's Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart heal. Yeah. Divine Masculines have really been suffering recently. For quite a while now, with all this stuff that they're releasing, and their heartache and their heartbreak of how they miss you and they're longing for you, and they're just feeling hopeless. And they just want this to be resolved, and Archangel Azrael and God are helping your Divine Masculine heal his heart, heal the things that are within him that are stopping him from coming forwards to speaking his truth. All the doubts and the fears he has within himself, how he feels about himself, and how he feels about how he looked at this situation, how he's looked at things towards this relationship with you. But his heart is broken, experiencing what he's experiencing, and you yourself may be experiencing this pain as well, where your Divine Masculine could be silent at the moment, where you're not hearing anything, you just don't know what is going on. But the reason why you're hearing nothing is because Divine Masculines are healing. They're being quiet because they're healing, and they aren't in a good place to come forwards or have any kind of communication right now, because they're healing so much within themselves, and they're actually doing the work. They're not running anymore, even though it may seem it to you as if they're not being in touch and they're not taking any action in the 3D. There is so much action going on within themselves, because they are looking for a solution, they're looking at things differently, and they're trying to correct themselves so they can be how they want to be. They want to be able to be themselves, they want to speak their truth. So it's no use your Divine Masculine coming towards you and doing the same thing over and over again of what you've experienced before. So they're using this time to heal, and they're not really in a place to communicate because they're not in a good place. They're experiencing, this dark energy, this lower vibrational energy, because of the toxic stuff that's within them that needs to be released, and it's painful. So it is a painful time for the Divine Masculines, and let me know in the comments down below how it's been affecting you as well. Today I feel not too bad. I feel a little bit more balanced, but most days I experience very severe pain at some point in the day, where you feel this pain of being fearful and you have all this doubt and all the different things. It's just your ego kicking off, putting things to make you scared and think, well, how have I made all this up? The fear of letting go of your divine masculine, letting go of the control, is very frightening because you're so afraid of losing this person. And the divine masculines are experiencing this as well, but they don't know how to come towards you. They don't know what to communicate with you, because they haven't felt their self-worth. They're scared of this love because they have never felt this love before, and your light and the power of your energy and the power of your love scares them, because they're frightened. They're frightened that it's all going to go wrong. They're frightened that they're going to get hurt, and they're frightened that they're not good enough, and they're never going to be good enough for you, because they look at you and they just don't feel good enough, because they just look at you with such passion and everything they've ever wanted or ever dreamed of, you are, and they're frightened of receiving that, because they don't want it to be taken away, but they'd rather not receive it because of the fear of it being taken away. And that's why we have to change our perception, and that's what your divine masculine is dealing with as well, is where he's having to think, well, yes, everything can be okay. I do deserve this love. I am good enough. So let's see what the additional message is for this comfort. Even the strongest person experiences upsetting situation, then there's no shame in taking time to heal your heart. This is a good time for quiet reflection upon your true feelings. Write them down in a private journal and then call upon me to bring comfort to your heart and mind. I can help you sleep better at night and put your mind at ease. Yeah. So your divine masculine is really like, he's feeling it. He's really coming to terms with how he's feeling. He's been honest with himself about how he feels towards you. And it does feel, his heart is breaking, because he has all this love for you and he wants to share it to you, but he's so afraid. But it's about a time to be quiet and connect with your true feelings and allow yourself to feel these true feelings, and by your divine masculine feeling how he feels about you, coming to terms with it, not being in denial anymore, not pretending anymore, actually feeling it and allowing it to accept it, is accepting it. So if you're divine masculine, he's quiet, this is what he's dealing with, trying to look at things differently and see things through the eyes of love, and allowing himself to know that he's good enough to receive your love, and trying to find a solution, trying to work out how he's going to come towards you. And he knows that he can't run anymore, he can't be the same as he was before. He's not going to be the same as he was before. He's actually going to come forwards with his true feelings, because he's allowing himself now to feel it. Before he comes towards you, he's got to allow himself to feel it and know how that feels, instead of hiding it and putting this mask on. So God is helping him heal his heart and to fill it with knowing that everything is going to be okay. It's about trusting God, that everything is going to be okay, and it is okay to feel the way your divine masculine feels about you, instead of running off it. So all the time that they've been running and burying their head in the sand and brushing it under the carpet, that's how they've coped with it before, and now they're not running from it, they're really feeling this. There's no escape. So that's quite intense energy, that's quite intense emotions. So yeah, that's really powerful. This is quite a powerful reading today. I'm going to get a card from the Archangel Michael deck as well. This is all really positive, really, really positive. And it's so much movement forwards in the right direction. So much movement. Even though to you, the person that's watching, you may be thinking, oh, I can't see any different. You need to not keep thinking about what's going on in 3D. Actually feel it yourself, know within yourself. Release the doubt and the fear, because as I said, it's about perception and releasing fear and doubt in everything. In everything you do, everything you're wanting, and everything, you know, the way you look at things. It's about releasing the fear and the doubt and looking at things differently and knowing things that are possible, miracles, and your desires can come true. Your divine masculine can speak his truth. It's about, that is exactly what I'm experiencing at the moment. But it's a painful process when you're trying to change that, because it's happened for so long where you've looked at things in a certain way. So when you're actually hitting the fear head on, and you're walking through that door of fear, and obviously for the divine feminines, a lot of the time it's like you're walking through the door of fear and you just don't know what you're walking into. It's about not knowing. Well, you do know, but it's about allowing yourself to connect with your intuition and know and trust yourself. What is going to happen, you know. It's easier to actually put the fear in place and go, oh well, no, that's, you know, I don't know how that's going to work or whatever. But when it's very hard to actually change the way you look and think, yes, he is going to say that, you know, he is going to speak his truth, or he is going to communicate with me, and he is, you know, things are going to work out. It's very hard to quieten the ego, to actually change your perception. I find it very challenging, because there's something in me, it's like, really, could he really tell me that he loves me? Can he really? Is that really true? But that's because I've got to do more inner work with myself and know that I am good enough for myself and my divine masculine to love me. So it is harder to look at things. It sounds ridiculous, but it is harder to change your thoughts into more positive ones, and know and believe that everything is going to be okay and things are possible, your desires are possible. It's a lot harder to do that, more challenging for you, because the ego it finds it so much easier just to look at things in a negative way, to put the fear there. So let's see what else comes out for Archangel Michael. Honour and trust your feelings. Yeah, he's learning to honour and trust his feelings. That's exact. All these cards are perfect coming out today. He's learning to honour and trust his feelings. He's really connecting with himself. He's really feeling this love he has for you and accepting this is how it is. And all the challenges and obstacles that we think that we put in our way, he is looking at it differently and knowing that he can work through that. He's taking on board. He's not running anymore from this situation. He's not running away. Like I said, he's actually trusting and getting used to that feeling. This is the time when he's been silent, when he's actually getting used to, this is how I feel. I'm accepting this is how I feel. I trust this is how I feel, and it's okay to feel this way. And in that time, for him he needs to accept it first before he can come towards you. He's got to get used to this honesty and trusting himself. He's allowing himself to get used to this, you know, of not denying it anymore. So let's read what the message says on the card. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting me, guiding me, protecting me as I listen to my listen to and act upon my feelings, help me understand and express my emotions with love. Yeah, this is all about love. He's feeling the love. He's allowing himself to feel the love, and he's so intense. And at times your divine masculine could be feeling really high and excited, but it's experiencing the pain as well, the pain of the fact that he's not with you, the pain that he feels because he misses you, the longing to be with you, to be able to express how he feels, but the fear is how he's going to be able to do that, how he's going to be able to express how he feels, because all this time he's hidden it, and all the hurt and mistakes that have happened, how he's going to work through it is very putting so much fear in him, and doubt as well about, you know, how are you going to respond to this, about how he's feeling. Is he going to be rejected? So that's another fear and another doubt that's been put in place. But he's actually taken this time to honour and trust his feelings about you, and accepting it, just feeling it, allowing himself to feel it, to deal with it. And as you know yourself, there is complications. What the ego thinks is complicated anyway. There is complications like marriages, other relationships, children, age gaps, and so many more. It isn't never a straightforward in the 3D anyway, and what we make of it, it comes across as it is very challenging, the different things that we have to work through on the twin flame journey. But love is love, and the whole point is when you love somebody, you know, it doesn't matter about age, religion, where they live in the country, you know, nothing can stop it. Love is love, and it is that simple. When you just look at it as if it's simple, love is love, and we should celebrate that love. But there is, in the 3D, where society says things have to be in a certain way to be able to love and whatever, and our purpose on this twin flame journey is to change the templates, and for people to look at things differently, to expand. So yeah, that is really powerful. I made up with these cards today. So divine masculine is actually just taking this time to accept and feel how he's feeling, allowing himself to feel it, which is causing a lot of emotion, a lot of different emotions, painful, and uncomfortable times, but happy times as well. But he's dealing with it himself and getting used to it himself first before he can do anything, and he's working things out. He's taking a look at things differently and seeing it through the eyes of love. And so find, you know, divine masculine is always trying to find a solution as well. So he's just processing it, all of this. Now he's allowing himself to feel how he feels. I'm going to use the Moonology cards now to see what comes out as well. So this is really powerful, this reading today. It's very positive. I hope it resonates to you and you understand what I'm saying. Let's see. It's going to come out. Look at the bigger picture. How amazing is that? How the cards just come out and tell their own story, and everything I'm saying is just perfect, and the cards are just matching what I say. Look at the bigger picture. So yes, it's full moon in Sagittarius. Your divine masculine is looking at things differently. So differently now. He's looking at things differently because he's allowing himself to feel this love. He's allowing himself to feel his love and to be truthful with himself. And he's seeing things clearer. He's seeing things clearer, and signs and things are happening all the time. God's putting things in place where he's experiencing so many different things. And he's putting his trust in God as well. Let's have a look to see what the guidebook says. It says it all really. He's, you know, look at the bigger picture. Don't just keep looking at it the same old way and running from it. Look at it through the eyes of love and know that there's always a solution. And looking at it, that it isn't a problem. This isn't a problem. It's something that should be celebrated. Let's have a look. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? There you go. Fretting over it can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about the current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now it's time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with the uncertainty on this journey to call life, which is called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Amazing. It's like everything I've just been saying the whole way through this. About changing perception, your perception, changing the way you're looking at things, working through the doubt and fear. If the doubt and fear we didn't feel the doubt and the fear emotion and the thoughts, experience those, we would be just moving forwards all the time. And because we haven't got certainty and guaranteed that this is going to happen, we just aren't trusting ourselves, and we're not trusting our knowing and trusting how we feel. And it's about a feeling. It's the feeling that you get. So Divine Masculine is looking at the bigger picture. He's looking at things differently, and he's looking at things through the eyes of love. He's changing the way he thinks about this situation because he's allowing himself to feel it. He's working through it. And God is putting things in place where he could be showing signs of things where the things that your Divine Masculine is worried about, there could be things that he's seeing people, or he's watching things, finding information out about how things can work and how there is a solution to this. So let's see the teaching of this card. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond the backyard. Sorry, let me say that again. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, it's about this adventure. You know, your Divine Masculine has got the calling. Your Divine Masculine has been called, and he wants to be able to come towards you. He wants to have this adventure with you. He wants to start putting your new beginning into action in the 3D. We know that it's begun because he's doing this inner work, but he actually wants to put it, he wants to show you in the 3D. He wants to come down and put it into the 3D. Because obviously when you're connected to your higher self and you're in the 5D, you are experiencing bliss anyway. But it's about bringing it down into the 3D, and he wants to do that. And by not restricting yourself and thinking that everything's a problem and this can't happen, your Divine Masculine is looking at things differently, because he's accepting how he feels about you and about taking the risk and the gamble to open that door of fear. And the fear only comes from the ego anyway. So he's accepting how he feels, and he's starting to walk through that door of fear because he's looking at things differently and realising that there is no fear to feel. It's all an illusion and everything is going to be okay. He's taking steps towards that. He's working through that. So that's really amazing. Very excited I am today. I'm going to use the wisdom of the oracle now. So let's see what comes out on this deck. But everything is it's so exciting. Because things are shifting, big shifts. And you may be able to feel that big shift within yourself. Even though you could be feeling uncomfortable, like I always say, it is a big shift that's happening. I feel a big shift in me. I'm experiencing it all the time, where I look at things differently, and I'm aware of how I'm feeling, and I know why it's happening. I've got the understanding. Before, you just feel the fear and just think, just put yourself in a terrible place. Even when I'm crying and in despair, I'm aware of what's happening to myself. I'm aware that it is an illusion. I'm aware that it's my ego that's making me feel this way, the pain that I'm experiencing, and it's about me releasing things that I've believed for so many years, and releasing the fear of losing my divine masculine. But it's just fear and the doubt that takes over, and obviously that has to come out in an uncomfortable way, but you're releasing, so that's really positive. And divine masculine is experiencing the same. Peace, yeah. We haven't had this card from the Wisdom Oracle, so that's really nice. Right, and it's 23, which is 2 and 3 is 5, which is movement, change. So yeah, because he's experiencing this, he's making him feel more at peace. He's making peace with himself. He's making peace with himself. He's making peace of how he feels about you. Instead of fighting it and resisting it, he's feeling peace. He's allowing himself to feel it. So making peace with yourself, you know, as I just said, it can be uncomfortable. But he's getting there. Divine masculines are moving forward. Let's have a look. 23. 86. So I'm getting very excitable now, because everything I'm saying, the cards are saying as well before they've even come out. So this is how God's channeling through me, and it's just amazing. So magical. Okay, the essential meaning is freedom from attachment and radical acceptance. There you go. I cannot believe it. You cannot make this stuff up. Acceptance. How many times have I said acceptance? He's feeling the freedom from accepting. Taking the weight off his shoulders by accepting how he feels, by feeling the truth. By making peace with himself and saying it's okay, it doesn't matter I feel this way, everything is going to work out, and it could affect this person and that person, and how's this going to work, whatever. It's just making peace with it and asking and getting comfort from God. And God is helping the divine masculine by putting things in place for him to see how things will work out. By other situations, maybe he's seeing other situations, or other couples, or just learning about this, what he's experienced, and about how there is solutions. So that is making him feel more peaceful by knowing that he is going to feel this freedom. Feeling that freedom of just allowing yourself and accepting and not beating yourself up for feeling something and thinking that you shouldn't feel something for a person, or feeling this love because it's going to upset the apple cart. He's allowing himself to feel it and accepting it. Sorry, I'm getting too excitable now, but I cannot believe the cards that are coming out. Okay, the oracle message is, it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Wow. That card just says it. This message says it all. When he accepts how he feels, accepts himself, accepts the situation, that's when he will feel this freedom and peace. And for such a long time, the divine masculines have been, because of the fear and the doubt and being so afraid of this feeling, they've been running for so long, and things are changing. And I know that things are changing. I can feel the change, but I have the doubt and the fear reminding me all the time, and my divine masculine is completely silent with me now. And it does bring the fear and the doubt up with me. But I still have this knowing and this feeling within me that I know things are changing, things are different now. They're not going to be the same as they were before. My divine masculine isn't going to play along anymore and pretend anymore. He's silent because he's doing this inner work. And it's very uncomfortable, it's very painful when it's about the uncertainty and not knowing and thinking, oh my goodness, is he ever going to come back? Is he ever going to speak his truth? Is it really good? Is he going to really do it? And I know really this is a blessing in disguise that my divine masculine is silent with me, because it means he's doing his inner work. Things are changing. He's making me aware there is a problem. He's not going to keep coming back and just pretending and being fake anymore. He's actually doing this work that he needs to do. So this is the relationship message of the guidebook. Okay, the relationship message is when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and is to be savoured. Yeah, so you are both aligning with each other, and you can feel it. You can feel it. I can feel it. Your divine masculine can feel it. There is a change, and so much change has happened, and it's still happening. Even though you may not be able to see it, but you can feel it. If you actually are quiet and actually really connect with yourself and are honest and accept, you know that things are changing and things are happening for divine masculines, and you are aligning. You're getting closer and closer to aligning with your divine masculine. And the things that your divine masculine are experiencing right now is you could have experienced before now. It's usually the feminine experiences all this kind of stuff before the divine masculine. I was in denial for a long, long time, and I wouldn't accept. I just kept denying all the time. So I've been through that. I've experienced that, where I wouldn't allow myself to feel this love. I wouldn't allow myself to feel this love for my divine masculine, and I'd just push it away and push it away, because the love that I was feeling for my divine masculine was causing so many other people so much upset, and it was upsetting the apple cart and about me feeling ashamed. So many things. So I've worked through acceptance of how I feel about my divine masculine now. I'm experiencing the love, and when you do accept and really connect with the love, and you know and understand the love, you feel it even more. That's what I've experienced. So your divine masculine is experiencing that, so let me know in the comments down below if you can relate to what I'm saying and you feel this shift within you and your divine masculine, and this reading resonates to you. But yeah, you cannot make this stuff up. How everything I've said, the cards are matching everything I've said. That's just magical. Absolutely magical. And here you've got in the card as well, this bird is holding some flowers and flying towards, yeah. So there could be some kind of communication as well that's coming. Now your divine masculine is feeling at peace. But if they're quiet, just think to yourself in a different way. Don't think about the doubt and the fear. Oh my goodness, he really doesn't love me and I've made all this up, and not, you know, trying to put all the fearful stuff in place. Think of it differently. See it through the eyes of love. Have the greater understanding and believe in divine masculine. Know that he's quiet for a reason, for a very important reason, so he can do the inner work and deal with the stuff that's caused so many problems before. He's changing things, he's doing things differently, he's doing the proper work. Look at things differently for the person that's watching. Trust in your divine masculine. Know it's a blessing in disguise that he's not in contact. It's a really positive thing. Family. So there could be, you know, your divine masculine, there could be families involved, or he's thinking about that he would love to have a family with you. Family is a big part of the divine masculine's journey, and it could be a family that you have already with children, he may have, and he's thinking about, or he's thinking about both families coming together as one and having a family with you as well, having children when with this new beginning and this new adventure you're going to have together. So family is really important. It's definitely important. Family is a big part of my journey. Let's have a look. What else is going to come out? What energy is he feeling towards you? Intuition, yeah. He's trusting and honouring his feelings, and he's trusting his intuition. He's connecting with his intuition. He knows how it is, and accepting. So that's powerful again. What would he love to communicate to you in the 3D, and what's he actually saying in the 5D? What would he love to say to you? You're my guiding light, yeah. And I did say light, you're his light. And he gets very scared of this light sometimes because it's so powerful, because it brings him closer to who he really wants to be. But you're his guiding light. He would say to you, you're my guiding light. You're guiding me. You're guiding me to all my desires and everything that I'm wanting. You're guiding me back to you. Let's see what else he'd love to say to you. Your beauty blows me away, yeah. Your light is so bright and your beauty blows your divine masculine away. And that's what he would say to you. That's a beautiful message. So his heart is full of so much love for you, and he misses you and he's longing for you. And the more he's accepting this and the more he's feeling this love, he's not running from it, it's going to get more intense and more uncomfortable because you aren't together at the moment, or you're having some kind of challenge. But your beauty blows your divine masculine away, and you're his guiding light, and that's what he would like you to know today. Right, I'm going to get a reminder card for the person that's watching to bring forth your beautiful divine inner spirits. What God wants you to know today. What is the message that you need to hear today to help you stay focused and to support you, and for you to concentrate on your spiritual journey? What is the message for the person that's watching? Nice clear message, please. What a beautiful reading. Choice again. This one wanted to come out, so I just want to take that as well. Embrace the unknown. Perfect. We had the choice in the last reading, which is basically you have a choice, the way you're looking at things. Change your perception. Change who you, if there's certain people that you're spending time with. I'm not actually going to read the message because I did it last time, but if there's people that you're spending time with that are draining you, and it's not, you know, it's just not making you feel good, make the choice to make a change. Make the choice to change the situation, make a choice to change the way you're thinking, make a choice to change the perception of the situation. Don't allow this to keep hurting you and damaging you. Make the choice to trust and to delete and dissolve the doubt and the fear that's within you about this situation with your Divine Masculine. Make a choice to be the watcher of your thoughts, and realise that the ego, when the ego kicks off and puts the fear and the doubt in place for you to feel this uncomfortableness, and for you to have, when it puts you off, and you're thinking negative things about your Divine Masculine, and you're not believing, and you're thinking, no, he's never going to change. Make a choice of really making a choice of changing the way you're looking at things, and allow yourself to experience your desires and allow yourself to receive the magical miracles and success that's sitting there waiting for you. Make that choice of changing the way you've been thinking for all this time. And this one I'm going to read because it's embrace the unknown. Again, sometimes we can panic and fear about the unknown when really all we have to do is fully believe everything's working out absolutely perfectly for us. Our job is to let go and allow amazing experiences and opportunities into our lives. Action to take is the message here is to fully trust and know that the universe and your divine inner spirit are aligning the most amazing and beautiful experiences for you right now. You may not be able to see what is ahead for you, but all you have to do is trust. Trust in the divine spirit. There are miracles and magic waiting for you right now. The affirmation you can say is, I fully trust the divine spirit and embrace the unknown with so much love. There you go. I cannot believe this reading today. Such amazing reading. Embrace the unknown. Embrace walking through that door that your ego is telling you is fear because it's uncertain. But know and trust and honour your feelings, the same as your Divine Masculine is. Accept how you feel and know that things can work out for you. Things are going to be amazing and beautiful for you. And embrace the unknown, because everything's how it should be right now. It's about divine timing, and you're experiencing what you're experiencing right now for a reason, there's a purpose. And the Divine Masculines are experiencing exactly the same, and it's for a reason. You're not with the physical person for a reason. There's silence for a reason. Trust and know that everything's working out for you how it should be. Everything is amazing. And just quieten the mind and try and stay present, living in the moment. And everything is very exciting, and everything is always working out for you. And as I always say, try and concentrate on yourself. Try and control the thinking about the physical person all the time. Just know that you're one soul, and the more you concentrate on yourself and heal yourself and deal with what you've got going on in your everyday life and achieving what you want to achieve, you're helping your Divine Masculine. And that is why he's making so much progress as well at the moment, is because you're shifting and you are doing your work. You are realising you have to have unconditional love for yourself, and your Divine Masculine is teaching you unconditional love. All the triggers and things that you've experienced on this journey and what you're experiencing right now, they're all there for a reason. It's for you to find that unconditional love, to find that forgiveness, compassion, understanding, patience, to see things through the eyes of love, to release the negative stuff that's within you, how you look at things. And it's about, as well, feeling unconditional love for your Divine Masculine, and setting healthy boundaries, showing your Divine Masculine that you do have unconditional love for yourself, and that you don't allow behaviour that maybe have happened before that you've experienced, if there's things that have hurt you and the way you're Divine Masculine. It's about feeling the forgiveness, compassion towards your Divine Masculine, but having healthy boundaries as well, and not just keep falling into the trap of going back and going along and putting up with any kind of behaviour because of this love you feel for the physical person. Love the person from a distance if you're feeling that they are hurting you and there's things that are happening that you don't, that's really upsetting you. See the bigger picture and have compassion, forgiveness and love for your Divine Masculine, but set healthy boundaries and put yourself first as well. And when you do that, your Divine Masculine, you'll be sending the right energy to your Divine Masculine, because he knows that you have self-worth and that you do put up with behaviour like this. But don't feel anger and low vibrational energy towards your Divine Masculine, because that's not helping, because that's just going to push the Divine Masculine away. Just be balanced. Be balanced about how you're feeling, and try and find that compassion and forgiveness about things that have happened, and trust that these triggers are happening for a reason, for you to learn. The uncomfortableness is about you learning all the time. And I know you get to the stage the same as me, where you just like, I've just about had enough, I can't do this anymore, please help me. I felt it. And I still do feel it, but I'm aware of it. That's the difference. Stay conscious and aware of how you're feeling, but do trust your Divine Masculine. Because this relationship is about having a relationship with yourself. It's about having a relationship with yourself, and when you know your self-worth and you love yourself unconditionally, your Divine Masculine feels that shift within you. He can feel that. And that's when he comes towards you. So I hope you understand what I'm saying and you've enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed doing it. It's absolutely amazing. So enjoy and embrace the unknown, and trust that everything is working out for you. Nothing is going to go wrong. And when things go wrong, it's for you to learn from them. Don't be afraid. Just know that everything's working out for you all the time, and everything's how it should be right now. It's about divine timing. God's in charge, and when you have that trust in God, you do feel that freedom, and you feel that love and that warmth, and you do feel whole, because you don't need any external or anybody apart from that feeling of knowing that God is looking after you and that you're safe. So anyway, I won't go on anymore because I've been rattling on for such a long time now, but I've really enjoyed doing this reading. Leave comments down below if it resonates and you understand what I'm saying. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And if you feel like you would like to donate and support my channel, I would be so chuffed and so grateful. So I think about you guys all the time, and I'm sending my love, support, my strength and light to you all. And take care, guys, and I love you all very much. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.